Yuan Baobao thought I was just a zoo monkey. Until one day, a woman told me, "You don't know you're actually human, do you?" The woman leaned painfully against the rail. She took a small biscuit from her pocket, dabbed it with blood from her abdominal wound, and handed it to me. I tilted my head in confusion. I hesitantly accepted the biscuit. His gaze suddenly turned cold. Just as I thought, still an animal. Even if I die, I'd never want to become like you. What's wrong with being like me? My days consist of eating, sleeping, and fighting with other monkeys for zodiac tokens. Life couldn't be more carefree. That group came to the zoo 4 days ago. At first, there were 11 of them. They stayed outside the backyard for a long time. Their numbers gradually decreased, including the woman. Only 5 remain now. Up until now, only I know the secret. The woman widened her eyes, gripping the railing tightly. In this hellish miracle, I swear, I will get out alive. Early morning, feeding time. All the zookeepers wore strange masks, dressed in white hazmat suits. They moved like programmed machines. Feeding time, cleaning time. Every second calculated to perfection. Very few tourists ever came here. Are other zoos like this too? I'm just a monkey. This shouldn't be something I question. But recently, the monkey was killed by that scar-faced brute. Late at night, the scar-faced man snuck into the monkey enclosure alone and killed the sleeping monkey king with a silver needle. But since then, I haven't seen the scar-faced brute again. Under the moonlight, all the monkeys fell asleep. I climbed into the rocky cave in the corner and dug out something from the mud. A small rectangular box lit up. It vibrated once and another message appeared. "So, Paige, did you take care of the fire?" "I'm telling you, this monkey must be something special." Cursed bastard. I swiped this from Scarface's pocket. I moved my fingers, typed and sent out an edited message. "We've got trouble. Don't meet for now. Phone practice." Yes, I seem to know that this flat little box is called a phone. And somehow, I instinctively know how to use it. After the zookeepers disappeared, those people gathered at the backyard gate again. The man in a suit and glasses suddenly died. Standing by the wall, someone said, "Another one dead." The short, pointy-faced man smirked. But Big Bro's still alive. He went somewhere else for now. Then the pigtail schoolgirl spoke. "Let's share the clues we've gathered." An elderly man chimed in. Yes, only by working together can we survive this crisis." Everyone nodded and summarized their findings. First, hurting animals is extremely dangerous. Second, fresh meat has an irresistible allure to the animals here. Third, on nights with a full moon, strange, unexpected things happen at the zoo. Fourth, Huangzi's butterfly dream. Was it a man dreaming he was a butterfly, or a butterfly dreaming it was a man? Is it the butterfly, or Zhuangzi? And lastly, this clue came from a tour guide NPC just now. Then he disappeared. No one can decipher what that note really means. There are even more hidden rules they still don't know. All the above clues were discovered at the cost of human lives these past days. In this place, you must stay alert at all times, because one wrong step could lead to deadly consequences. After summarizing, the air fell silent. The 4 people's gazes all turned to the corner. The silent woman remained speechless. "Lin Yan, what about you?" The woman held her stomach and shook her head. "I was checking the enclosure. Found nothing. We must follow the rules. But the biggest problem is, no one ever came out to announce the rules. Monkeys are omnivores. Besides fruits and vegetables, the keepers occasionally feed them some meat. The feed just now was very special. It had a small piece of meat skin with an old scar. Last night, after bowling, shot the monkey king and left. This morning, it suddenly became our feed. Obviously, this violates the rules. The last 2 of the 5 big understandings of the rules they mentioned. And every task requires a goal. To complete something or reach something, that woman said she must get out. So what conditions must be met to leave?" I was thoughtful. Hu Yandong sent a message in the group chat. "Don't act rashly against the animals at the enclosure." Then I looked up at the sky. Until then, I had never paid attention to the phases of the moon. What exactly is the meaning caused by the full moon? It soon got dark. I stared hard at the patch of dark clouds overhead. The dark clouds dispersed. It was a full moon. Suddenly, I felt intense pain all over my body. My soul seemed to be burning on fire. Slowly, the old skin peeled off, revealing pale white skin. My limbs also stretched out. The masked keeper threw down a set of protective clothing just like his. His voice was a cold, mechanical tone. "Number 0481, you are on duty tonight." I changed clothes and cautiously asked, "Who are you? Why did I become a human?" He didn't answer my question. After speaking, he disappeared into the darkness. I thought for a moment and started patrolling around. There was nothing unusual in the competitive zoo. But after reaching the staff dormitory area, the sight on the lips of the harmful creature made me break out in a cold sweat. Several lions lazily licked the blood on the ground. A venomous snake opened its mouth wide, struggling to swallow a body several times larger than itself. Suddenly, a kangaroo saved. The bears, deer, and animals turned to look at me. Their eyes flickered with a hidden light. I was so scared that I dared not move. Something tugged at my pant leg. I slowly lowered my head. The staff used the last of their strength. Run. Can I still run away? Strangely, the animals did not attack me. Maya scanned the scattered bodies on the ground. They were all zoo staff. There were no traces of the few tourists. Suddenly, a monkey's ear twitched. It stopped eating. It woke up and forgot to sleep. It tore the cabinet door apart. The ponytailed schoolgirl was sitting inside the cabinet, shivering. No, no. Don't kill me, my mom is still waiting for me to come home. Please, the Black Panther bared its fangs and hissed at him. That girl saw the man was about to die. Beast mouth. I unconsciously put my finger to my lips. Enough. Everyone go back. The beast sobbed in response. They snorted and left relentlessly. The bloody smell made me dizzy. I didn't notice the woman behind me. Curling her lips into a smile, I wandered through the park like a ghost. I casually picked up a visitor's guide from a broken stand. The black letters were twisted and deformed. October 24, 2013. A large-scale animal attack incident occurred at Pingshan Zoo. Many tourists and staff were injured. The cause of the accident is under investigation. 10 years ago, below the headline were some on-site photos. Tourists fled in panic. Keepers wore blue t-shirts with Pingshan Zoo printed on them, trying to calm the wild animals. I took out my blood-stained phone, trying to search for the accident. No signal. I opened the group chat and typed. Almost got caught. Is everyone okay? Is everyone okay? No signal, but messages can still be sent as usual. It seems to be limited to communication between tourists only. Paige, you should come back quickly. Momo has made an important discovery. As a secretary, she knows better. I've been targeted by NPC. Rushing back might bring danger to everyone. Alright, be careful then. If anything happens, just say it in the group. Put your phone away and hide it in a dark place. A shadow stirs restlessly. Don't move as sharp pain comes from Boeing's side. Someone locked my neck tightly from behind. You are different from them. A hidden player. Or a boss. The voice is very familiar. I began to suspect something. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not even sure if I'm human. Apparently, this answer surprised him. I seized the opportunity. Half my body twisted suddenly. I broke free from his hold at a very tricky angle. Quickly pinned him beneath me. But at that moment, the mask suddenly fell off. I saw those eyes staring tightly at me, as if trying to recognize something. Then his voice went hoarse. His voice trembled. Do you want to get out? I can help you. How can you help? I know the conditions to clear the game. That is to uncover the truth behind the animal attacks. Then he took out a diary. This is what I got when I first arrived. It took a lot of effort to obtain. I looked at the black cover with big characters. Employee diary. In the lower left corner, there was a number covered by dust. Employee number 0481. This is my number. Apparently, the management did not notice my abnormality. He flipped to the first page. Today is the first day at work. Unexpectedly lucky. Assigned to the favorite park. My job is to train the children's behavior. Just graduated, still inexperienced. Feels a bit tough. I always feel Shinmao is smarter than other kids. Understands quickly. IQ comparable to humans. Could it be an employee raised by keepers? Without parents from childhood. The director said there are too few training slots. So, I patrol the park. Thankful to the leader for this opportunity. I will work hard. That naughty Shinbao even steals keys. Haha, Shinbao was mentioned multiple times. His relation to 0481. Especially the closest in the park. The diary ends abruptly here. Several blank pages follow. The pages are covered with chaotic black lines. Some holes pierced by pen tips. The writer seems very angry, flipping to the latter half of the diary. Handwriting is no longer neat. Entries are much shorter, only a few words each day. Why are they doing this? Would reporting help? I've been found out. Haha, didn't expect it to get this far. Only one night left. I see sweat behind my back. So ruthless, I hate it so much. The page is densely filled with the word hate in red ink. Countless hates cover the middle sentence, saying they are dead. They must hate with blood. I stare at the diary, dazed. Then a flash of bloodlight covers it. Linian slammed. Closed the diary. I finally came to my senses. After a moment, I asked, is he still alive? Such deep resentment. Probably grim prospects. Have you decided to cooperate with me? After careful thought, he nodded. Because I need not only the truth, but also to find out what exactly happened to me. A streak of red clouds appeared on the horizon. The full moon gradually faded. The sky is about to brighten. I adjusted my mask again. My team left. Li Nai pulled me. The duty officer at the door has passed by several times. Visitors do not have access permission. The surveillance and duty logs are there. You can try to take a look. Back to the backyard. I turned back into a monkey. Now I have two crucial things on me. When I took the phone from my face, and the key I just stole from the zookeeper who was feeding the animals. I decided to check the duty room when it got dark tomorrow. Nothing special happened during the daytime the next day. When it got dark, I sneaked to the door of the duty room. Then I found the matching key. A horse hiss. The door opened, only by finding the computer to check the surveillance records. Might I clearly understand what happened back then? I groped in the dark. It seemed like I heard some whisper saying, "Jinbao, you're being naughty again. Groom, please let us out." I don't know if it was a hallucination. Anyway, I found the computer and logged into it to check the surveillance footage. I found the footage from October 24th, 2013. That day seemed to be a rest day. The visitor flow was noticeably higher than usual. Many parents brought their children to visit. The animals were very docile. Some small herbivores even allowed visitors to pet them. Suddenly, they seemed to receive some command. Alert! A chun started biting people nearby, and the zookeeper doors that should have been locked were all wide open without exception. Broken glass shattered, screams and monkey cries echoed throughout the park. Adults and children, visitors, and zookeepers were all indiscriminately attacked. Several staff tried to hide inside houses before they could close the doors. Several jackals broke them open. At that moment, a monkey came to the door, locked it shakily, trapped both people and wolves inside. Only a few fresh red palm prints were left on the window. He held the key and locked the fences one by one. Locked those houses where people could hide. One by one. This was the animals' carnival and humans' hell. The monitor screen turned into dazzling static. No matter how I tried, I couldn't do anything. After watching the later footage, I remember slamming my hands on the keyboard. Suddenly, a row of intricate carvings on the desk under the keyboard caught my attention. "I am Chen Hua. I am Chen Hua. I am Chen Hua." The messy handwriting seems to be a man trying hard to remind himself not to forget his own name. Below this line are two smaller lines. Mission countdown 3 hours. Only one possibility remains. Find the truth about the zoo. From this information, it's easy to infer that finding the truth might indeed be the solution to this game. With this information, I returned to the backyard. I don't know why. The animals seem unusually aggressive tonight. At midnight, when the full moon appeared, the zookeeper wearing similar protective gear came to me. "Number 0481, it's your shift tonight." After putting on the protective suit, I found Li Nai and told him about the surveillance and the content. Li Nai agreed with me that to find the truth, we first need to understand what really happened to number 0481. Li Nai and I decided to act. He went to 481's office, while I went to the director's office in Area A. In 481's log, the hidden meaning implied that he had an irreconcilable conflict with senior leadership. I took the elevator to the top floor, following the signs. Unlocked the iron cabinet in the corner. Finally found something useful. Disciplinary notice for 0481. The reason for the punishment was unbelievable. It was because 0481 abused animals during behavior training, causing the animals to become depressed. How could someone who loves animals so much receive such a notice? There were also several contracts below, all related to sponsors, signing adoption and investment agreements. This must be where the conflict lies. Framed and set up, but it wouldn't make Lin 0481 harbor a grudge that never dies. Just as I was thinking this, a child suddenly gasped behind me. A heavy blow hit me, making me dizzy and seeing stars. A delicate young girl's voice sounded on the ground by my head. "Got a little mouse." The glasses-wearing man grabbed my collar, turned and said to the female student, "It's cute, right?" The scent is unmistakable. The man with glasses scattered the documents on the ground. The female student tore off my mask. A few minutes later, including Linian, several people arrived here one after another. Linian's expression was normal, with a hint of worry hidden in his eyes. An old gentleman stepped forward and helped me up, saying, "Don't be afraid. We just want to ask a few questions." Just as I was about to say, I knew nothing. The man with glasses spoke directly. "Do you know the people involved in the 2013 animal attack incident? Why can you command those animals? What are you looking for here?" Each question left me speechless. I remained silent for a long time. I patiently endured. There are many cruel ways to torture. I buried my head low, pretending to tremble in extreme fear. A key, I'm looking for a key that can open the warehouse. Right now, I know nothing else. Only this thought in my mind. Linian frowned, and my gaze gained some consideration. I was not lying to them. At the moment I was hit, many scattered fragments flooded my mind. One fragment told me that what's in the warehouse would be a crucial clue. Enough. The old gentleman blocked my way. He's just an NPC. No need to trouble him. Time is running out. Let's go check the warehouse first. Linian squatted and reached into the iron cabinet, pulling out a shiny iron key. Unexpectedly convenient. There really was one, but I didn't know why. The closer I got to the warehouse, the more uneasy I felt. I definitely used the key to open the door. Every warehouse was full of feed. I tore open a few bags. Just ordinary feed. No. There should be more than this. After several attempts, I frantically searched the walls. "What are you looking for?" Linian held my wrist. I ignored him. just pressed my ear against the wall. No doubt, it was the sound of wind. Behind the wall was hollow. There was a secret door. I answered the glass door, and a hidden door in the wall suddenly collapsed with a loud crash. A white cold mist blew over. When my vision cleared, it felt like falling into an icy river. There were densely packed bodies, animal carcasses. This was no animal warehouse. It was clearly a slaughterhouse. Most were first or second class protected rare animals. At that moment, all the events connected in my mind. The truth without the bodies began to emerge clearly. The words in the diary were marginalized. But there was no dismissal punishment. This was a premeditated matter. At this time, everyone organized the recent clues and reached the same conclusion. Write down the truth completely. Visitors, who are free to live, sign together. Put it into the complaint box at the main gate. The mission will then be considered complete. The man with glasses began to write a letter. Before long, a complaint letter was finished. Lianxiang lost the game. The man with glasses. The old gentleman signed his real name one by one. The man with glasses was about to put the letter into the envelope. Lianxiang stopped his action. You should also sign with the real names of the company employees to make it more credible, right? But what should I sign? I don't even know my own name. I thought hard for a while. Like a ghost's will, I wrote that name, Tianhua. Only after writing it did I realize. My hand uncontrollably trembled. My handwriting was identical to the carving on the duty room desk. A sudden thunder seemed to roar in my ear. Things are getting more and more confusing. This complaint letter. Can it really end this nightmare? I was dazed. I followed them to the zoo's main gate, but the closer I got to the gate, my civilized appearance became more and more chaotic. I slowly looked up. In the corner of the zoo's main gate. Why was there suddenly a stool placed there? Why did I step on that stool? I saw a noose hanging from the beam. It was right around my neck. This was the scene of someone hanging themselves. Suddenly, someone grabbed my leg saying, "Don't do it." His voice woke me up. I was starting to come to. My head was already halfway through the noose. At this moment, the newlywed had already entered the box. But what everyone awaited was not the mission zone. In an instant, the sky turned blood red. Sharp claws suddenly appeared. The entire zoo was filled with sorrow. Angry animals appeared and fought inside the zoo. That terrifying scene from years ago was happening again in the zoo. Merchants came in. Suddenly, that rule started appearing in my mind. Zhuangzhou dreamed of a butterfly. Butterfly dreamed of Zhuangzhou. Is it a butterfly or Zhuangzhou? Only at that moment did I finally understand something. But it seemed too late. I saw that overwhelming grievance sweep over everyone once again. It seems a new game is about to begin again.